Boom, we're on.
There we go.
And today's guest, we've got Daniel Euan Henderson. Daniel is one of, I wouldn't even say Scotland's, but I say one of the world's biggest vloggers. You've got over 3 million people on your social media. I checked last night, you've got more Facebook followers than the likes of Kevin Bridges, Keith Lemon, Peter Kay.
Didn't know that.
Aye. Kevin Bridges only get 500,000. You've got 1.5 million on your Facebook.
That's pretty good, man.
Aye, good. It's good to have you on.
It's good to have you, man.
I know you do your thing, and I just want to, let's go right to it. When did all this start? All your videos, and when did it all start?
It started when I was basically I was an acting dropout. I went to acting school, all this stuff. I'd tried out a lot of things. I used to play football a lot. Had all these kind of, because I'm not really academically gifted, if you get me. So I kind of threw myself into things here and there. Didn't work, but when I got like the opportunity that I could see, you post a video on Facebook, you get like a few views and here and there. So I thought, oh, I'll go and do that. Little did I know that it would end up turning into some of the best things I could have ever done. You know, traveling the world, going to see people that have actually need their lives changed. So I started off doing really silly videos, really stupid videos, bouncing in my bed and all that stuff. And
alone?
Aye, pretty much. Like I was that creep that was sitting there and go, what am I going to do a video about? What tune do I like? I'm going to make a video and put a tune that I like on and then see how it goes. And it was a load of rubbish.
When did this start? 5 years ago?
5 years ago, aye.
But look at the results now.
Honestly, you never know what's going to come out of things, you know. You start off something that's a hobby and it just turns into like an actual profession or a job or something like that, you know.
Yeah. Aye, no, I know. And that's you. But your videos are all for the ladies.
For the ladies, but I'd like to start getting more videos for the guys out there, because guys go through a lot of stuff as well. You know, myself, you probably go through things, you know. It's something that I want to just kind of help people as much as possible, not just girls, but people in general, are, because we're in a time period that is so pivotal for, you know, because we've got so many people that are literally in their houses all day doing nothing but watching social media. So if you can kind of reach these people and make them, you know, get out of the house, make themselves feel good about themselves, then you're on to a winner. You know, that's what I want to do.
Definitely something for you to look in, especially with the following you've got, because you're influencing a lot of people. So for the people who are stuck in a rut and the people who are depressed, lonely, insecure, which is a vast majority of the world, I definitely think that preaching positivity and good things, good vibes, is definitely the way forward. Because a lot of people are looking on social media and they're manipulated by the way other people look and the way other people portray their life, but really nobody's life is fucking perfect.
Exactly, man.
Do you know what I mean? Nobody's life is perfect, and people need to understand that having your phone is a constant addiction, including myself. It's got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I'm talking to a vlogger that's doing this, but do you know what I mean? But it is an addiction as well. It is a kind of, I'm doing that as well. As much as I'm doing the greater good, I'm still doing it for me also, and it is a lot of attention, because
there is,
I do it, and we crave that attention.
Numbers,
the feel good factor.
Look at numbers. You sit there, you think, even when you're helping people that are doing, and you're doing so well, getting people to feel good about themselves, you start feeling bad about yourself if the views of that go down or stuff. It's crazy. I've actually overcame that recently. I used to worry about that a lot. I used to think, am I dying off? Are people not watching it? But you know what? See if you think less about the quantity and think more of the legacy
and the quality,
the quality and the legacy, the things you're going to leave behind for future generations. Because you think your videos are there for a year, they might be going viral in that year, but you never know if in 10 years time those videos or that podcast that you're doing now is going to turn into something that could be life changing for their kids or their grandkids.
You're leaving a legacy,
you know,
as long as you can be honest with yourself and do what's right for you. But that's why we've got to keep working on us to become a better person. The better person you become, the better person you attract as well. What's your biggest video?
Biggest video is the short girls video.
Right.
Aye. It's all about short girls being little ninjas of death, and basically like if you piss them off, then they're gonna.
How many views?
On all, probably over 200, 300 million on all the pages combined. Aye.
That's unbelievable. That crazy. Is unbelievable.
1 minute long, phone videoed with my iPhone. You know,
300 million worldwide.
Aye.
How does that make you feel? Does it sink in how well you have done or what you're achieving?
I feel good about it, but you know, at the same time, it's kind of scary. You know, because as soon as you get one viral video, you walk out the house that day after making it, and there's somebody pointing at you, and there's somebody looking at you, and you're just like, it's a bit surreal, you know. It's something I never thought would ever really happen.
But for what you're doing, it takes massive guts. It takes a big bag of balls, I tell you, because what you're doing, especially in Glasgow, which is probably one of the toughest cities in the world for people to accept.
It is, man. But
for a Glasgow guy yourself, and doing videos about women, especially if you're getting a lot of attention from females, a lot of shares, a lot of comments, it's difficult. How's the comment? Obviously, the more successful you become in life, the more negativity gets thrown your way, which just shows. But you've not a lot of the love through the girls. But how's the guys for Glasgow portrayed you?
Obviously, to be honest, there was people that were angry at the start. You know, there was like, oh, what's he doing? What's this mad poof all about? I want to stab. I'm going to stab you. I'm going to stab you. You see if I see you in Drum Chapel, mate, I'm fucking stabbing you. I'm like, right, okay. So I started like, you know, people are tough here. They're, you know, it's like you'd go to a party, I'd go to a party, and people would be like, with my accent, they'd be like, what's your accent all about, fuck's sake, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm a bit polite sometimes, you know, I can't help that, but I love Glasgow, and I'll always stick by it, and I think it's good because Glaswegians are so self-aware, you know, they know that, you know, they bring you back down to life, you know. If you think it's been a good thing, if to be honest, because see if I was from America or something like that, you'd end up being like someone like one of the Logan Paul or something. You don't you think that you're entitled and stuff, whereas I've kind of done this and I don't really feel entitled at all. I've actually went to events and people are saying, Daniel, you've done all this stuff, you're really, you know, and I'm just like,
But exactly as well, and that's a good way to look at it, because no matter how, if you've got 10 million followers, 20 million followers, it doesn't make you any different than anybody else either.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Has it ever made you try to quit or think, right, fuck this, it's too much?
I was going to quit because I think it was like 2015, had a bit of a bad time, you know. Your past catches up with you. I was a bit of a wee fanny back in the day, you know.
I joined the club, same.
A bit of a wee dick kid. Used to just, you know, have ex-girlfriends and stuff like that where I'd, you know, say stuff. They obviously see me doing videos where I'm bringing positivity, and they're like, well, what's he doing that for? He's got no right to do that. And it does catch up with you, and it's horrible because you don't realise how malicious people can be online. People hacked my phone, everything like that. So I just kind of left it, and I was like, I'm gonna leave this, because I had a girlfriend at the time and she nearly broke up with me because she seen me doing all these videos, and she was like, Daniel, my mum doesn't like it. She said, why are you doing? You're wasting your life. You know, that old line, you're wasting your life. And I was like, because I was working in bars and all that, and I was just like, I actually loved working in a bar, to be honest. But she was saying, you've not got any future with this. And I was saying, in my head, I was wanting to just go, yeah, I do. You know? But no, she was just like, just telling me that I need to stop. So because I was insecure, I guess, at that time, I just said, you know what, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do it for you.
Basically one up you.
Aye.
And about that, 3 years later, 2 or 3 years later, it speaks, your success speaks volumes. But people can plant that seed of doubt in your mind. Aye. And when people plant that seed, because if you do something in life, people, if they don't understand it, they project their fears onto you. Aye. And before you know it, you step back and go, right, wait if they're right. But if you look at the majority of people, how can you take advice if anybody that's doing fuck all with their life?
Aye.
Success leaves clues. Concentrate on the people who are successful.
Definitely. And
I keep saying it, I say it over and over time, but success, failure is just a step closer to your success and your end product and goal. Got to keep making mistakes and keep trying. So for all the maybe abuse for the people for Glasgow, you're still doing it. You're still doing it. What these people do with their life. Do you know what I mean? If people can sit behind a screen and hate on people, that's just guilt, because they ain't got the balls to do it. It doesn't matter if you're talking to women, men, elephants, or fucking monkeys. It doesn't matter if you're being successful and travelling the world and keeping your family happy, then you're winning in my eyes. You're winning. Definitely. Do you know what I mean? So you just got to keep going, and it's good to see somebody fake Glasgow doing so well. And I don't think you get the respect that you deserve, man, because it genuinely does. Today, churning videos out week in, week out, for a lassie's point of view, for a guy for Glasgow, including myself, all right, go right.
It's not relatable.
Aye,
it's definitely, you know what I mean? But and I'm aware of that. I'm not like an idiot that doesn't realise that, you You know, some people are like, oh, does he not even know what he's doing, what he's saying? I do know, but it's like, the world's massive, and I see the world as being massive. I don't see the world as being like very, you know, Glasgow. It's not just Glasgow. And my dad will say to me, oh, why don't you do a video where you're doing a wee sketch about a wee Glasgow boy? And I'm like, that would do well in Glasgow, and that, like, I'd love to. I probably would have done videos like that, but
again, you don't need to take advice from anybody, because your videos are, like you say, 200-300 million.
I always do take advice though, because I think that you can find anything from, like, advice from anybody, you know, like I'll try and learn. That's something I've been reading about, you know, learning everything from every person and interaction you meet, whether you're a millionaire, a billionaire, whether you've got 20 million subscribers on YouTube, we're all beings.
We're all equal.
You know,
yeah, definitely. And everybody knows something that we don't.
Exactly.
Everybody, I think Einstein says everybody's a genius in their own way, and their own creativity and their own individuality. Yeah. What's the next steps for you? What's the plans? What's the goals for the future?
The goals, just to keep travelling. Sometimes I'm just thinking I'd maybe like to have a travel kind of team, you know. So like sometimes I'm travelling on my own, but I'd like to have a team, you know, different influencers, people that can write, people that can communicate in different ways. So people that have had stories of hardship, take them with me on a trip, you know, try and get them a little bit of perspective, or the grass is always greener on the other side, you know, and see if they can write about it. I gave a challenge. I was in Vancouver last week, and there was a girl there that was been homeless. She was homeless in Victoria for 2 weeks, and it was all just because she'd fell out of love with her boyfriend, and she was only about 17 when it happened. And she kind of got her life back on track, and she's been like staying from house to house. But I said to her, she said, oh, I don't know what to do, and she just kept on complaining. So I gave her a task to write me something. If you can't video something, then just write down something. And she sent it over to me, and I was going to be like putting it as a meme. So, and if anybody responds to that, if they like that, then I'll send them her way, you know. If she can express herself in written form, then that's great, and I would love people like that to work with me, so we can actually do a greater cause, something that's actually going to speak volume, not just like in audio form or video form, but like actual written form. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best writer, but I can do a wee 1 minute video and about on it.
Where do your ideas come from?
They come from, to be honest, it's like a collaborative effort with the fans. So I'll see the comments, I'll see the whatever. So if the majority of the comments are, why has he always got his t-shirt off, then I'm going to do a video of why I've got my t-shirt off. Or if I see I've done a video for short girls, then there'll be all these girls saying, oh, tall girls need love too. But it kind of gets a wee bit weird, because you get short girls, tall girls, and then there's the comments when you've done both of them saying, what about us average height girls? And it's like, oh.
What's your longest relationship?
A year and a half.
I'm about 6 months.
6 months,
and that's a life sentence for me.
It was, man. It was quite hard, man. It was like last year, so I was going through. See, having a girlfriend doing this is really hard.
Well, all the attention you get.
Oh man, it's not even just the attention. It's the time. You know, you have to, if you're in a relationship, like a healthy relationship, you have to give them a lot of your time. And because I'm doing these videos and I don't schedule them enough, because I'm just shy of that. So
you just, when you do a video, you just put it out?
I just put it out. It's filmed when I'm ready. It's not a case of like, oh, I'm going to film at 7 p.m. tonight. It's a case of, I'll be thinking of all these ideas now. I could end up filming it at 12, posting it at 1. So
is it a lonely journey as well you're on? Would you say you're lonely?
Aye, man. It's really lonely. Do you know, it's you're phoning up, people are phoning you up and they're saying, oh, Daniel, you need to come out and all that, and I'm like, I'm editing, or sometimes I'm not even editing, sometimes I'm just
tired,
so tired and in my head that I just need to take 2 days sometimes, you know.
So it must drain you. How many mail inboxes do you get a day?
There was one day I had 29,000. It came up. No, it was when a video.
That's unbelievable.
It was a video went viral. I don't know what it was. I think it was something that I can't remember. But
so how if you got somebody to read all them, or did you get? No.
I try my best to read as many as possible and reply. No, because you've got family commitments. You know what I mean? You've got
obviously your goals.
Aye, your goals. You know.
What's the nicest message you've ever received?
Nicest message. there was a couple that said I'd saved their life, and they said, "Oh, we're inviting you out to Canada," and I said, "No, it's fine. I've thank you very much. That's really nice of you. But I don't really have a lot of money right now to get out there and stuff." And they went, "Don't be so silly. You're coming out here." And as soon as I seen that message, I was like, because I felt bad. I was like, I don't want it. And they said, "Do not refuse this." And I was like, do you know what?
All right, no.
Now they're best friends of mine. So
what's the worst?
The worst? Oh, let me think. I get compared to ISIS a lot. I get compared to ISIS.
Fucking hell, because you make videos of birds?
It's always but it's always send Daniel Hamer ISIS. There's a couple other ones. There was one where, but they're fun. There's a lot of funny ones. I should do a video about that, like tweets or something. But Scottish tweets, you know what they're like. You know, it's funny.
To be fair, the Scottish have got some banter.
Aye.
It's nasty as fuck, but you've got to take it with a pinch of salt.
Aye.
You've got to take it with a pinch of salt, man, because it is online, but it does affect you. It does affect you.
Sometimes, man. And see, when it's an old friend, that's when it affects me. See, when it's somebody that I've been friends with in the past, and then I'll see a tweet going, "Used to be pals with that Daniel Euan Henderson, used to be good at football, now he's doing wee stupid poofy lassie videos," and then I'm like, "Aye, cool, no bother, Declan, man."
But it's a bit shite, I know. But that's jealousy.
Aye.
That is pure jealousy. But if some people, fake Glasgow, like I say, a Glasgow guy myself, if I watched the videos, I would go, right, fuck this isn't for me. Do you know what I mean? That's being honest with you. If it's because it's all about lassies,
exactly,
and we label people in our minds the way Glasgow people should be.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And it's wrong, but that's judging. And it's totally wrong, man.
Aye.
But
I would do the same. Honestly, if I seen myself.
How do you feel with your videos? Do you go like that sometimes? Or do you go, right, nah, do you know what? I'm doing it for the good people.
I've done a lot for the good people, but there's been a couple of debatable ones, you know. Like,
well, you maybe look back ones you've done 3-4 years ago and you go, right, wait a minute.
3-4 years. I'm talking 6 months. 6 months. When Christmas time comes, when Christmas time comes and you've not really got any, you know, you do a wee Christmas video where you're, oh man, there's been a few I've been embarrassed with, but I don't delete them because it's part of the journey to look back. Because we were talking about Joe Rogan earlier, his podcasts, and I watched his first 50, 100, and he used to have like snowdrops come down on the screen. And it was just a computer with do you know what I mean? But everything's about progression. You look back and you say, right, wait a minute, I can't believe I did that. And then you look 100 down the line, you go, right, wait a minute, look what we've achieved, lads. Because I know Steph, Gordon, we're hoping, we've got plans, we've got visions, but we'll look back and we'll sit here and we'll think, I can't believe it's that real. I can't believe it's sat in this sofa. Do you know what I mean? But it's a beginning. We're creating something and we're doing it, and it's no easy, man. No. Life's no easy. But if we've got vision and work ethic, then anything's achievable. And you're prime example of that yourself. Do you know what I mean? The person that's criticising you now, they're not going to be alive in 100 years, and neither are you. So unless they're like the next oldest guy of all time. But now that's the way I see things. If somebody's criticising you for your journey, you know, what's the next 50 years going to bring for you, and what's the next 50 years going to bring for them, you know? Exactly. What do you look for in a lassie? If you were to go for a lassie, were you ready to settle? Would you settle down there, or are you too happy being single and travelling the world? Right now, I'm happy being single, travelling the world, but, you know, if somebody, you never know if somebody could really... Lightning can strike, you know? Lightning can strike. Aye. So it can. I've noticed now that having a laugh with somebody is much more important, you know. Do you think your videos would change if you met somebody? They did change a wee bit, because I used to do videos about, you know, like if I had a girlfriend and all that stuff, you know, and what it would be like, and see, when I tell you about some of the cringy stuff I've done, watch they ones. But it's funny. I changed, because she would sit there and she'd go, "Daniel, why did you post that video?" And she'd phone me up and she'd be like, "Daniel, why did you post that video?" And I'm like, because, you know, people need to know that. She's like, "People need to know that you need a girlfriend." And I'm like, "Well, no, people need to know that you're..." And then she was just like, "You're stumbling, you're fumbling, you're digging yourself a deeper hole there." But she used to find it hard with the people recognising me, you know. We were in Greece, and, you know, you think, oh, we're away from Glasgow, away from London, you know, you're not anywhere. We're in Greece, and then some girls walked past, and then they kept walking past like that, and she was just like, she'd noticed it, I didn't notice it, she noticed it before me, and then the waiter came up and he was like, "The girls are looking at you." And I was like, I think I seen them, and then the guy's like, and then she was just like, what? She was getting into pure defense mode, and then I just waved at them. I was like, hi, and then they came over. Turns out she had the same name as my girlfriend and everything. My girlfriend, she was like, "Oh, what's your name?" And she was like, "I'm not gonna say her name." She's like,
say her name, say her name.
That's my name too. And she was raging. She was, you could just see the fumes coming off her face. She was just like, you know, but
that's a wee bit of jealousy as well. But you can understand where they're coming from. Where was this site? Was this Bird's Face Cyprus?
Well, Greece, it was girls.
Oh, Greece.
It was just local girls for Greece, yeah.
And then, have you been noticed everywhere you go in the world?
Canada, America, pretty much. But it doesn't ever get old. It's still weird, you know.
Do you feel as if you deserve it? It's weird, innit? People, it's like a hard one, innit?
See,
it's a balance.
I think when I'm from Glasgow, like, sometimes you don't feel like you deserve it. You devalue yourself because you get told, you get it drummed into your head from a young age that you're not going to amount to anything. But we change that around, and I feel like, you know, I deserve what I'm getting now and what comes in the future, you know.
To travel in the world, especially keep going, especially for going for 5 years. Aye. Because after the first cut of videos, it would have been easy to stop. Where did you do your first ever video?
First ever video. It was a Gangnam Style parody.
Is it still on? Are you serious? Is it deleted?
It's deleted, but there was another one. There was because I've always been into electronic EDM music and all that, so that was part of the reason. I always used to listen to a tune, and I'd be like, because I always wanted to be. See, if I didn't do what I'm doing now, I wanted to be like a DJ or something. Like, you know, I used to watch Hardwell on stage and just seeing him like just going for it. I used to be like, wow, I want that. Like, I want to. I've always wanted to be on stage, you know. So, seeing that, I was just like, oh, it'd be cool to be a DJ. And so I used to put in like wee videos of me, like a new song that I'd found, and people would always be like, why is he dancing in his bed like that, you know?
But that's obviously what you've obviously done for years, and you've made it into a career. Do you know what I mean? Even your videos, even though you're doing it for women or lassies or whatever, to try and make them feel good, it is a craft, it is an art. It's just a part of, it's just what you do, because people need to understand when you do your videos, it's not 100% you for normal life, because we've spoke a few times about the homeless stuff, and you've did homeless stuff as well. You do good things, and with my comedian pals as well, when they're on stage, it's a mask. My pal D Maxwell and Gary Falls, they get a mention on this podcast every week, but when they're on stage, mate, it's a mask, and then when they come off, they're normal. So when they do their videos on social media and everybody they're dating, people think that is them 100%, but it's not. It's just highlighted persona. It's just a career they're doing to do something in life and do what everybody else can do. And the majority of people live in this box, man, the comfort zone where we're deluded. It's the sheep, man. They're just floating along, hating life. We're creating something different. We're trying new things, but when that happens, then that's when the negativity happens, because other people have got fear and guilt that they're not doing what they want to do in life. They're hating their own life and hating getting up in the morning, because deep inside everybody's got a blueprint in life where in your mind, the James who I want to become, if I'm not becoming that James, and the frustration, the anger, the anxiety, the depression kicks in, because we all want to strive to be better. And Tony Robbins used to say progression equals progression equals happiness. As soon as you stop progressing, it doesn't matter if you've got 1 billion, 10 billion, if you stop progressing, you start eating away inside, a part of you starts to die. So it's all about keep raising the bar, keep progressing, keep taking videos to the next level. Do you think you ever beat your video at 300 million? Do you think so?
Aye, there's because that's what happens. Like you'll be plodding away, and it'll come at a place. I know it'll come at a place when I'm feeling really discouraged and everything's going really bad, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm not getting enough like the support I used to get. But that's
attention as well, isn't it?
You know, you can't do anything with it. Attention, whatever cause, whatever business, whatever in life, you need attention. And people are like, oh, you're just doing this for attention.
Fucking right, aye.
Of course you are. You know, you've got
everything we do in life, we're doing it for ourselves.
Aye.
As much as we're helping people, we're doing other things, we're still doing it for us. We're doing it us to make happy.
Yeah.
So if you do something, you go, I'm feeling good for this, so why not keep doing it?
Exactly.
You've got to keep progressing with it. Where can this go with you? Where does it go? So for a start, it kind of influences people that they can, from Glasgow, to get their voice out. It'd be good to see more positive things, because like I think with what I'm doing now, it's good
on a very primary level, but I feel like I can take it further with the inspirational and actually doing it. But I feel like I've got to live life first a wee bit more.
But for you, you've got to live for the experience.
I'm only 23, do you know what I mean?
Are you?
Aye.
Fucking young bastard, aren't I'm 28.
I know.
Steph, pretty sons. I don't know if that's a 500 or what, but big dinosaur in the corner.
Invite to your 29th when you...
How long, mate? But age is a number.
It is, man.
So I keep telling myself, but once you get to a certain age, you kind of use that one. It's bullshit.
Nah.
It's no number, mate.
No.
Does it fucking? The knees start going. The hair starts falling out. The willy gets smaller. Mine's isn't right enough, but no. I just think I'm stuck for words as well because of what you've achieved. It is unbelievable. Have you ever been contacted with like? I know that because somebody had messages through the press who says there's Daniel coming on your show and says aye. It says, I've been trying to get an interview with Maffin for years and you've never given interviews to the press.
I've given interviews to BuzzFeed. Not BuzzFeed, sorry. Not, what am I saying? BuzzFeed? Huffington Post. Giving BuzzFeed a bit. No.
What's BuzzFeed?
I've had an interview with Huffington Post, which was really good. There's been a couple like other ones that I've...
Swans in Canada, they've written stories about you.
Aye.
So
there was Chicago
Times. It was
Chicago Times, aye. Had I've just not really.
Do you know more about it? You don't really need to give interviews, but you don't really need to enhance your career because you're doing that well.
I just don't really think of it that way. Like I'd like to do an interview like more like this, you know, just one-on-one,
being you
with a friend, somebody that's like friendly rather than, you know, come into our office. We have someone that's going and there's a wee guy sitting there like that,
right, doing his own words.
No, I just take everything because with a pinch of salt.
Are you wary people contact you? Wary who's in your circle?
I'm just
paranoid a bit. No paranoid, but you know what I mean. When you're doing well, everybody's got a piece of you, and everybody will have a motive, or everybody will have something behind why they want to speak to you. Even birds will maybe try and speak to you to try and to trip you up or fuck you up.
So that's happened. It's happened. Especially with girls. So if I had this thing where I wouldn't date anybody from Glasgow anymore because, you know, whenever I did, they would always be like, whenever it didn't work out, if it was something really, really small or, you know, like for the fact that I didn't give them enough my time or they didn't, or, you know, I'd been mutual agreement, you don't like each other, right? They end up going back to their friends and stuff like that and they say, what's he like? And it's like, he's an arsehole. He's an arsehole, you know? And I'm just like, we didn't do anything. I wasn't doing anything. So I just like took that away for a wee bit. And my ex-girlfriend, she was from the Highlands and I was like, right, I'm gonna give it a chance because I was like, she's really, really, really nice. And we got on like a housing fire and I was saying like, we were talking serious things for a while, and the social media came between that. The fact that I was calling, FaceTiming fans, stuff like that, just kind of really.
But for you can't do both. You know that you probably couldn't do both unless you had somebody that was in that same career path as you. Because for you to do the videos and that, you would change and then you probably fall away from it, and then everything you've worked for has been down the fucking toilet.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So for me personally, I would concentrate fully on your career and see where that goes, and like I say, everything else that becomes into your life just becomes a bonus. This is coming to a guy, a 33-year-old single man, do you know what I mean? Has never had a fucking steady relationship, so I don't know why I'm getting a relationship advice.
Well, the relationship advice you're giving is solid because don't get into a relationship.
Because it does, especially.
So that's what a single guy could and should say.
Because I'm still working on me, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? I've fucked up in the past many times, and like I say, people, your ex-girlfriend maybe say, oh, he's did this, did that. People who know me 10 years ago, 2 years ago, even fucking last year, they don't know me. No, I'm a completely different animal now.
Change every time.
Do you know what I mean? So people can say what they want, they can do what they want, they can write what the fuck they want. Genuinely don't give a fuck. Obviously, I still get things that piss me off, which is natural, but as me, I'm a different breed, man. We're doing different things and we're creating. This has been a massive year and we're only into May. We forget how well we've actually done, man. Gordon and Steph will tell you, we've done massive things. We've sold out cinemas, we've had meetings with the BBC.
Fantastic.
We've got other things happening. We've got this podcast. Sometimes including myself, I have bad days because the last 6 weeks I've been eating a lot of shite, if I'm honest. So for being this positive guy, but the weight I'm under now is 14.5 stone. But for the next 6 weeks, I know what I'm like, my belief and my work ethic. For the next 6 weeks, I'll get myself down to 13.5. So you heard it here first, man. You'll see a different James.
Why don't we try and meet in the middle? I'll try and get to 13.
Wait, are you?
11 and a half.
23 at 11 and a half stone. Bastard. Why did I have you on here?
but I was always pure skinny. Like I was that was my problem. I always had like.
But you need to be in shape and look good because you're always got fucking videos with your tat.
I don't need to look like I've got some sort of like disease. I'm like dying. Look like I'm malnourished, you know. Like,
what does your family not say about your videos? Because we spoke about it earlier, they give you massive support, didn't they?
They're just. It's funny that they're just like supportive, but they give me my space, my distance. You know, they're supportive, but they're not big fans. My mum likes the YouTube videos, the travel ones. She likes them, but she doesn't like, obviously, the swearing and the Facebook videos and all that. She tries to...
But it is only words, and it is your act. It is, do you know what I mean?
It's the demeanour, because the YouTube's much different. That's more me doing...
Living the dream, travelling the world. At 23 as well, travelling the world yourself, it must be difficult, and it must be lonely, because I get lonely and I'm staying around my family and friends. Do you know what I mean?
It's bad, though, because you end up masking the loneliness when you're travelling, you go to hostels, and you're like, oh, this is great. And you go and you get drunk, you end up in hospital in Belgium.
What happened with that?
Basically, I was just in Belgium. It was 28 degrees. It was in April. So I was like, Scotland hadn't heated up yet. We're not getting like a
never fucking heated up.
No, it's never heated up. No, but I went to Belgium and I was like, oh, the weather for the 3 days I was there, 28, 28, 28. And I was like, this is brilliant. It was the hottest part in Europe that weekend. So I was like, oh, this is great. Went and got I was travelling around doing my videos and stuff, but between videos I was drinking pints and I was going to go to the pub crawl with the hostel because you know what they do, get like an American that'll be like, hey, you want to come on it? And I'm like, the pub crawl later? And I'm like, yeah, of course, I'll do that. Like 8 p.m, meet us in the lobby. And it got to 8 p.m. and I'd still been out with my camera bag, all my drone and everything in it. My passport, my bank card. Then there was this guy going, like, he was on the top of the bar, there was good music going, and he was going, allez, let's go. Shots. And he was like, so I was just like, let's do this. And then before you know it, I KO'd because I had like 3 hours sleep. But I don't think it was worthy enough to go taken to hospital, you know. I fell asleep, basically. Steaming, fell asleep, and somebody took me to in an ambulance and put me in a hospital, you know. But it's still not good. Still not good, but
it's still no good, especially
when you're in another country.
It can happen.
You don't have travel insurance.
Aye. Oh, did you know?
No, it's €125 to get out. But to be honest, I just seen it as like a hotel.
It's just an experience. I know, innit? Did you video about it?
I did. Aye. I'm trying to be more professional with what I'm doing now. You know, like.
Aye. Because you've got a lot of people watching, you've got a big you've got a massive influence, not just to hundreds of people, millions of people now. So you've got a big influence, and if you're creating all that positivity and good vibes and changing, then like I say, but you're only 23, you can't be too hard on yourself or going out and getting pissed. I was steaming for 15 years, do you know what I mean?
I know.
So you can't be too hard on yourself for living your life, but there's still got to be balance, and you've still got to lead by example, because you'll have a lot of people looking up to you and want to follow you and do what you do. And I look at your messages and it's no joke, it's all around the world. It's fucking unbelievable.
It's nuts, man.
When did it start snowballing? When did it start you going, wait a minute, I've got something here?
When I stopped doing the dancing videos on my bed, I did one video, it was like, your imperfections are your perfections, and I just talked, because I think I'd been dumped and I was having a bad gene, you know, sitting there going like that. I hate people, they don't like me.
Hate lasses.
I hate lasses. I was sitting there going, you know what? Even just because I'm a wee bit skinny, or I had spots, I had really bad acne, just because I'm a wee bit skinny or whatever, I'll do a video about this. Your imperfections are your perfections. And because I did that video, I think it got 2,000 likes, which Facebook didn't have views at that point, so that could have been anywhere between
millions.
I don't think it would have been millions. I think it would have been like 100,000, 200,000, something like that. And it was all Americans and Australians, and it wasn't because I had a Scottish audience, believe it or not, once.
You know what? Do you
Not
know
as
people
much
fell away?
No, I mean like guys. I had guys on my side at one point. There was guys that used to message me going, "You're a legend, mate. You're this and you're." And I loved it, but when I started doing something that was more meaningful, more people got in touch, and it just so happened to be girls from America, Australia, South Africa, and all that, and they were messaging me saying, "Oh, your video was really good. It helped me," and I was like, "I think I should do more of these," you know. And then I did a lot of videos about my ex-girlfriend and all that, like, and they're all deleted now as well. But so I'm just keeping it all positive now. Just like sometimes I'll do one about depression or anxiety.
I think you've got to, because that's reality of life. We're not all positive 24/7. Do you know what I mean? I'm a positive guy, but I have right shit days when I'm battling demons. I've said it before, but I battle my demons every day to keep going and keep grinding. See, when you talk about the people to be positive and happy, insecurities, did you work on? Obviously, you've been insecure then. If you say you were skinny, you had spots, did that?
Aye, man, I've been one of the most insecure people you'll ever meet. Like, when I was going through school, the worst acne. Like, it wasn't just like, you know how people are like, "Oh, I had bad acne," and it's like, no, I mean, my face was like, it was horrible. And there was people like, I always thought, you know what, I'm still funny, I'm still a nice person, I know I can do things, but people aren't seeing past that. I know it's a really superficial thing to worry about, but you do worry about these things. You know?
It's external stuff.
External stuff does get internal. So I do like all these things to get rid of the acne. Nothing's happening, and so I'm depressed. I'm sitting there depressed in my house, you know, just like there's days I didn't want to go out. Like one time a football hit off my face and I had spots and it made it fucking massive, right? So I had this big fuck off boil on my face because the impact had made it huge, and I was gonna go into school. I wasn't even wanting to go into school, and my dad was like, "You're going to school, you're going in." I was like, right. Went in, abuse, just what is that? But that's normal. That's what people do. So you can't really like change what people think when somebody sees something like that. People are always going to do that.
That's mental abuse. Was there ever any physical bullying?
Not at school.
It's more mental stuff.
It's more mental.
But that does affect you. It will still affect you, but that's where you'll probably get kind of like guidance for your videos to help other people, because you know what it's like to have been there. So even though people in Glasgow might be able to slate your videos, but you're still getting a lot of love and attention anywhere in the world. Fuck what anybody says in Glasgow, but you still get a lot of love in Glasgow anyway. Do you know what I mean?
All the time. It's because it's been established now. It's kind of like, you know, even though they find it kind of maybe cringy, they see the videos now and they're just like, "Oh, there he goes again." You know, it's just funny now. There's a lot of like, "Oh, there he is, the man himself."
Your videos are funny, some of them.
Some of them.
I've only the ones I've seen, but for the ones that are pure lasses, do you know what I mean?
Like the tampon boxes ones and all that.
But you've got a sketch, a comedy in it where it is a wee bit of fucking daftness, and I think you know yourself. You've got to have fun with it as well. You can't be too serious.
It's not satire, do you know what I mean? It's not like it's more like kind of like they'll have wee one-liners here and there and stuff like that. But
and I think you've got to be funny because people want to laugh. Everybody wants to be doom and gloom and remember their fucking pain. Do you know what I mean? But
you need to turn it around.
Like I've said it, man. The more successful you become, mate, the more hatred that's going to come your way.
I know.
And it must be difficult, man, especially with so many followers and so many. What's your goal? How many videos do you plan on sending out a week or a day?
I'm going to do a daily vlog. Daily vlog.
So that's YouTube?
YouTube and Facebook. I want to do, I'm thinking of doing, you hear it here first.
Yeah, exclusive.
Hearing it here first on James. I'm actually thinking about doing a project similar to, I'm not going to say his name, but there's a guy that's doing videos every day on Facebook, every day. So I'm going to do something like that, but on a different channel, whilst doing what I'm doing still. So that'll be like a travel thing on Facebook as well, and that'll be kind of coincided with the YouTube.
Right.
And with that, I want to hopefully do a story a day, something that's like, you know, say if I meet somebody that's in the shopping centre in Glasgow or something, and I've helped her with her messages, talk to people, get to know somebody's story, and just put it in a vlog for a day.
A random person,
you know, because it's the people that are, you know, insignificant that can actually become have significant stories to tell. And I think more of them, I want to try and like find and look out these people.
Everybody has got a story, and you'd be surprised just with taking 2 minutes of your time. We're caught up in a social media world where nobody speaks anymore. So because everybody, including yourself, everybody's getting a lot of love through social media, through fake screens. They don't know what, like, everybody's getting all this attention, but they don't know what real attention is anymore. They don't know what the fuck. If somebody speaks to somebody, they go, oh, wait a minute, he's a cute piece of perfect.
I know.
Wait a minute, I just want to know your name,
fuck
your brass tacks.
Fuck off with the teeth, you're blinding me.
Do you know what I mean? It's we're so caught up in the fucked up world now. We're so crazy, blinded man. By real life and fake life. Nobody knows how to communicate. You're on a train, a bus, or whatever you're travelling. You look at everybody, even in restaurants, phones.
Go on a date.
Are you you must be addicted to your phone, even though you would not realise.
Addicted, but I'm the worst for replying to my friends, which is crazy. You know, I'm looking at the comments and all that, and then before I know it, I haven't seen the notifications of texts from my pals.
Do you keep do you get notifications through Facebook?
Turn all notifications off. That's the thing.
Because it would drain your battery, would it not?
Aye. It just goes crazy, man.
So you can't see. So how does that work then with all the messages and comments? How does it work?
I'm wanting to build. That's why I'm wanting to build a team. I want to be able to, you know,
take it next level.
Handle these things.
Have an office. Have all this production
stuff.
Team.
I've got interest from people that are like cameramen, like yourself. You know, it'd be good to have people
proper
like that.
Production team who can work behind it and.
Aye. Because I was sitting. The thing is, it's my baby. You know what I mean? It's my thing that I've started. So leaving that in the hands of an editor or something like that, even though I know he'd probably do it so much better because he's professional. He's learned. It's a part of me that's really stubborn. That
because you've done it yourself and you built it up. But to go next level and get the proper, then that's where a wee bit of the listening and maybe advice because you've already done it yourself. So why should you need to listen to anybody? But that's just.
I can still give them, let them feel the vision that I see. You know, it's just I want to feel about it, and I want to start putting like a lot of the music because I've always loved music. Music's always been a thing that's helped me when I've been depressed and stuff. So I want.
Kind of music do you listen to?
I'm into electronic music, like big time. I do like old school rock, rap, a wee bit of that kind of stuff, but it's always been electronic music with me because my dad used to listen to Jean-Michel Jarre. You know him? No. Jean-Michel Jarre was like this electronic producer from the 70s and the 80s. He was French. He kind of like synthesizers and stuff like that. So my dad kind of let me hear that stuff when I was a kid. And then from there, I've always just been into like synthy like electronic music and stuff like that. So if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, I'd probably be like into all that, you know. So I want to kind of incorporate the music side of things, source out good musicians, underground, up and coming, and put them in the vlogs and stuff, you know.
I think that's good, but it's giving other people work as well.
Stuff like that, you know. So
see, you were in your bad time. So sorry what you got to say there. Anybody that's wanting their music put out there or something like that, get in touch with me. Contact Daniel, man, because like I say, he's got a big following, bigger than most UK stations. It's on the telly. Do you know what I mean?
See, I don't think of it that way.
You should,
maybe I should.
You should, man. Like I say, you're like Keith Lemons and say like old fun social media. You've got bigger than all them. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to give yourself a pat in the back. Listen to Gangman style or dance about your tapa. Who fucking cares? So see when you're going through your dark times where you're like, obviously if there was mental abuse at school, was that the stuff that got you out? The pain music. And forget?
I pretty much, like my pal, actually I'm going to get, is it alright if I get a wee bit?
Of course it is.
So my pal, he killed himself a year and a half ago. So he was a big part of my life, but he had a tattoo that said music speaks when words don't. I know it's a very cliche tattoo, but I seen it. I went down a trip to Ayr and I was looking at it and it said when words fail, music speaks, and it's like a thing that I just keep seeing everywhere now because of that. And so I realised to myself that music really does help a lot of people.
Of course it does.
It's a massive part of life. So music, I would say music is a big
people look for answers in music. If people lose a loved one, what happens is you can hear a song or it makes you remember. Do you know what I mean? And it is, and it's usually two guys here love their music and bands and that. I know Steph's in his bands. But music is a big part of life, man, and we hear it everywhere. As soon as we're up in the morning, it's on the telly, the radio, it's everywhere. Some music obviously I think is a bit fucking brain damaged, but if it helps you then so be it. But so all these, if you've lost a pal, what happened to him? Do you mind? You want to talk about? You're right talking about it.
It was the thing that kind of the reason why I travel so much is because he would be the friend that I would go out drinking with every week. I think 2015-16 I didn't really travel anywhere. A trip to Edinburgh was a wee bit like that was a trip. That was an experience. A trip to Edinburgh. So it was like going from that, where my pal would be like, oh, come to Edinburgh, and it was like a big trip, like, let's go to Edinburgh, to now travelling 13 countries in 1 year, is because he was so caught up in this box with his girlfriend, telling him, his girlfriend did give him a lot of kind of manipulation and stuff to cause him to really like hate himself and feel like if he lost her, life is lost, and if he stayed with her, life is lost. You know, he felt like there was no win-win, no way out.
Was it suicide?
Aye.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But then again, there must be something there. They must be getting signs or clues for you to say, right, or in your mind you're waiting for the clues or signs for somebody. No. That's the signs to, right, fuck this, I'm not going to waste my life waiting for.
I know.
Because a relationship isn't everything. No. Is all these women and guys, they get married and then they're miserable. I know. Do you know what I mean? Because they're not happy with Finn, and I'm saying this, I'm 34 and single, but do you know what I mean? But
that's it's a good thing to be single until I'm ready. I'm not going to go out with somebody unless I know it's somebody that's really good for me. Somebody, like, I don't choose your friends wisely, like the 5 people that you spend the most time with,
the people you become.
So show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Show me your wife, I'll show you your future. So do you know what I mean? So if you get married at 20 with a toxic relationship, then somebody will just look at that and they'll be like, maybe, you know, start thinking about your future, you know. So
because that's what it is, man. And I've been out with some belters and they've been absolute
in both meanings
no. To look at, and they've been absolute fucking cunts.
Aye.
I mean that, and they've been beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Aye. Stunning, and you can't get a fucking conversation with them. No. Do you know what I mean? They couldn't even they couldn't describe a fucking zebra. Do you know what I mean? There's no communication, but that was just me looking for things for the outside. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I was all about, the materialistic, chauvinistic arsehole. Do you know what I mean? That was a numbers game for me. I shagged everything. Do you know what I mean? I did. Do you know what I mean? And that's being honest.
That's good.
But it never got me anywhere. And it's but the majority of them were stunning. Aye. But I never had a fucking clue. Aye. Do you know what I mean? Why? Because I never had a clue. I didn't understand life. I was just thinking, man, she's a belter. But then she couldn't have had a conversation. She couldn't have had a fucking knife and fork. Do you know what I mean? What
was the worst experience you had that way? What was somebody that you...
Mate, I've had that many. You're hundreds and hundreds. Do you know what I mean? It ain't just a wee...
One date or something that you remember specifically, tell us.
Oh, fuck knows. I'm telling you, there's been that many, but for me, there's not really been any worst dates because there's always been an end result. Do you know what I mean? I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Fuck it. It's an honest show. It's anything goes. For me, but the majority of the lasses I slept with always slept with in the first night.
Right, okay.
So my insecurity straight away is thinking, right, slut. Now that's being honest, do you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
And that was me wanting what I wanted and she got what I wanted. I probably told lies along the way to get what I wanted, but it was a numbers game for me. Aye. Because I was so insecure every time I was doing it to just feel good. Aye. I was doing it for that wee 2 minutes to feel good, or 25 minutes, but
just like doing a line or something like that.
Exactly.
It's a short term
fix. Because I was so insecure and craving love and craving attention. Aye. Every time I was doing it, it was empty. There was no meaning to it. Aye. Don't get me wrong, when I say they're all beautiful, majority is beautiful, but a couple of average as well, but that was me just craving what I wanted. That was me just being old James, very insecure, very lonely, different woman all the time, and people think it's cool. It's not cool because you're hurting other people, you're hurting yourself as well. Aye. Do you know what I mean? It's looking back when you change it, do you know what I mean? But I don't know.
It builds you. I think, see, to be honest, there's a good that comes out of anything, and see if you learn how to. That sounds really bad, but it does sound good if you think about it. See, like going out when you're young and chatting up girls, it's a really good life skill to do because you're actually, even though you're engaging in conversations with girls, you're still engaging in a conversation with humans as well. Course, yeah. You know, you're learning about how to get people to like you.
Exactly.
And you do that in every business. You want people to like you. Exactly. Whatever, you want people to like you, so you've learned how to be likeable.
But for me, it was an act. Because it wasn't me deep inside in my subconscious level, my conscious state, it wasn't me. I just knew how to pull the wool off people's eyes to get what I wanted. So I was a liar, I was
manipulator.
A fraud. Do you know what I mean? I portrayed myself a nice guy, and when really I was in a dark place. I was full of madness, drink, drugs, whatever, gambling. I was doing all the bad shit, and I wanted people to like me, so I portrayed myself as this character so they'd like me to get what I wanted, and then I would move on to somebody else.
Did you find people like that when you were were people that you liked and aspired to be. Like if you watched something like Scarface or something like that,
I thought that was the life.
Exactly.
Sitting full of Charlie watching Scarface with a plastic gun. That's the life. And the films can manipulate your way up.
It does,
thought process.
Honestly,
it can manipulate the way you think. And when you're watching all these guys, it ain't fucking cool. It's only acting. But as a young boy, we used to get into school, you see that, and we're jumping about with white suits on, fucking talking in Cuban, whatever they talk, all their Spanish.
Do you know what I think it was, man? There's a movie. There's a movie called Crazy Stupid Love, right? With Ryan Gosling. I remember watching that when I was younger, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to go try that. So I started like putting on, I was only 18 or something, putting on suit jackets and all that, going into town, just like try to do it. And then, but in Glasgow, when you talk like that, fuck off. Fuck off. I was sitting a little bit, because I was insecure. I used to take it to heart, man. I used to, like, if I got rejected or something like that, I used to take it to heart, and I'd be like, fuck you.
Like, but that's a fear of rejection.
And people from the past, when I used to be like that, it comes back.
It does.
I'm now a nice person.
Yes. What happens is, I wrapped myself around in layers and layers and layers. I forgot who the fuck I was, because I portrayed myself to be this character, because people liked that James. People liked loud James jumping about parties with his fucking bobby out. People liked that fun me, and I portrayed that because I was getting a lot of love and attention. I was through the wrong people. So for me to change all that the last 3-4 years, I've had to work solid on me, to be honest. And not even all the lasses I fucked about with, I'm not sorry for it, but there's a part of me I enjoyed it as well. Do you know what I mean? And for me to change, and what happens is you can think about your past, but what if they say this and what if they say that? Fuck what they say. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, they don't know me anymore. Do you know what I mean? You can say what you want about me, but I'm honest about it. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes and grow as a person, and I'm genuinely trying to be honest and say, right, wait a minute, I use people, but also they were using me, and it's like attracts like. I
get used all the time.
Of course you will.
You know, for things, you know, like you're saying, like it does attract, like if
so if all my exes are fucked up, why? Because I was fucked up. I was in a bad place. Do you know what I mean? So when I'm pointing fingers, you've got to take full responsibility of your actions. I can't go in a long steady relationship. Why? Because I've still got insecurities. I still get paranoid. I still think they're fucking about, when really it's because of all the fucking about that I did. Do you know what I mean? This is where so many people's gone wrong. They're wanting both sides of the. They want. I could have a bird and still do what I'm doing all this stuff, but I can't, because if I start getting lazy and I start getting complacent, I start working on me. So I genuinely need to work on me, become a better person, become that James who I know is going to be in here, confident, positive, happy, creating new things. If I get a bird, I kind of get sidetracked. So if I work on me, and like I say, I know it's cheesy, but love comes within. If I love myself solely, and everything else that comes into my life is a bonus. And this is going to take another maybe 2 years, I think, to really work on me and become that version that I know I can be. Because I've got fucking greatness in us, and I'll put it out there. I don't care what anybody says. I know I can make my big changes. I know with my belief system and work ethic, I can make things happen.
Are you enjoying it though?
Loving it. I'm loving this podcast. I'm really enjoying it, man. For some characters in, man, it's been good, innit? It's been mad.
It's a good laugh,
it's been brilliant, man.
I've been watching a few of them, man.
It's been
brilliant. Really good.
It's called Anything Goes, and I want people just to be honest and be themselves, and it shows other people in a different light, including yourself. People only know you through your videos, and they go, do you know what, man, that Daniel is alright. Do you know what I mean? And people, we forget that it's only a character what you see on screen.
You're human, Jim. At the same time, there's also people that think that I'm that energetic, and if I meet them or something, because I've met a couple of like fans before, and they're like, oh, you're totally different in person, and I'm just like, oh. But then there'll be a guy from Glasgow, and he'll meet me on a night out or something, he'll be like, oh, you're a cool guy, what's your name again? I'll be like, Daniel, and then it suddenly clicks that they've seen me before on Facebook, and they'll be like, wait a minute, are you not the guy that does the tapa video and all that? And I'm like, aye. But I sometimes I'm ashamed when they say that, just in case they're gonna be like, oh man, fuck off or something like that. But
has anybody ever tried to give you any violence or try to fight you or anything?
There was a failed slide tackle, if you've seen that one. The guy, he was a dickhead, man. But apparently the guy's known for his shenanigans when he does stuff like that. But he came in. I was in campus. I should have known. Should have known. I was in campus. Not saying anything bad about campus. Campus
is a shithole.
No, but so that he came under, slide tackled me, and it was St. Paddy's Day. He hit off the thing. I mean, he actually hurt himself, right? And then I seen that there was a wee camera out. I was like, oh no, here we go. Somebody's just like tried to, and so I went over to them and I said, did you video that? Did you film that? And the guy was like, no mate, it's fine. I said, just seen the camera out. And then the bouncer actually came up to me and he said, see, actually I don't think I should say this.
No, don't say names, but you can say it.
Aye, well, the bouncer came up and said, you see, if you just stood in his head, I wouldn't have said it.
Campus is actually alright.
Aye, so that happened.
But that's a liberty. That is bullying. Do you know what I mean? And if I'm honest,
they were 17. I was about 20.
But that for
I felt
me,
like they were just
wee guys just trying to get a naming. Because there's another. Because if I was to do that 5 years, that's something I would do 5 years ago. But me looking back at that, James, is insecure.
I would have done that.
He's trying to make people laugh and feel good, but I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. Now I'm doing things for the right reasons.
Aye.
And when people, I know what you're saying, when people think you're energetic and happy, when you see we're just normal people. Do you know what I mean? People expect me to be this positive guy all the time. I'm no. Do you know what I mean? I just want to chill, because people wave to and want to talk to me, and I just think to myself, I just feel like doing that to them. Do you know what I mean? But I can't.
It's when they touch you and they go, right, come on in, right. I hate that.
I just sometimes you need your own space, because you need to ground yourself. You need to get away from all the fucking madness, because even though we're doing all this, it's still madness. It's a circus. It's a pure circus, and it can drain you, but there's a slippery slope where you need to watch, where you can go down that bad route. Do you know what I mean? If you're getting a lot of attention, it's easy to start drinking, it's easy to start partying, and utilising that to the advantage. Because if I was doing what you were doing 5 years ago, half the fucking world would be pregnant.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? It would, man. There'd be Waynes everywhere.
I know, man.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's non-stop. You must get scuddies and everything. I love you and blah, blah. My temptation, I don't know if I can still handle it, know what I mean? I don't know if I'm promoting all this positivity, if I'm a fraud or a fucking liar, but you can send me the pictures. I just think there's a lot of temptation there for you, where you've kind of got to balance it, because we're human. We're fucking human. What we're going to do, because we're changing our life. We're no monks where we go free sex for fucking years, you know what I mean? Because I'm working on myself.
The other night I was drunk, right, and I was sitting there going, mate, I'm done with lasses. I'm done with all this. I'm going to go celibate. Woke up the next day sitting there going, I wish I had a fucking girlfriend.
I know. It is, man. It's a tricky, because we're conditioned for a young age to be. We're animals. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to be using anybody, and I don't want to be hurting anybody's feelings. So I've got to be solely honest with myself. If people are trying to fire in, then there's always that temptation to go, do you know what? Fuck it.
No.
But then everything I'm working on, everything I'm preaching, it goes for fuck all, because then I become a fraud. So I've got to be honest and say, right, wait a minute, man, no, I've got to put the foot down, which is difficult. It's difficult, man. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy. It's not easy.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm a good catch. Everybody knows that. And, you know what I mean? But there's a fine line. So if we do all that shit, then basically all our videos and all the shit we're doing is fake.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But again, on the other hand, we're human beings. We've still got to have fun.
Aye.
We've got to relax a bit. But I don't know, man. Just keep your messages coming, everybody.
You know, the word persona actually means to act, or to put to fake. Basically, that's what it means. So, like, if you're a real person, you're a real fake. You're a genuine fake.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a very thin line for people now. Aye, man, it's been good. But anybody wants to get a hold of Daniel, or we can go on his social media. How do we get a hold of you?
Probably the best way would probably be email. If you email me, danielhendersonbusiness@gmail.com, because it's hard for me to read a lot of the...
And that's only emails if you're storing your brand pants. Listening to Gangman style.
Gangnam style.
But go on his social media. Facebook, Daniel Euan Henderson. YouTube, subscribe to your channel. Twitter, Instagram, and check out the videos, man. They're funny, man. And for lasses all around the world, man, get involved. And for anybody, obviously subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook page. What else going, lads? Twitter, Instagram, James English. Get it done, get it downloaded. And also, we're starting to look for new sponsors. This is our 13 episodes. We're hitting big numbers, so anybody wants to sponsor, there's a couple of different packages. Get in contact, drop us a DM. But listen, mate, I've really and thoroughly enjoyed your company today. It's been a great podcast, man, and it's been good to see you, and you're a great guy, man. All the best for the future.
You too, man. Yep.
Thank you.
Cool.
Boom.